Hi friends, I'm back. I know you missed me, right? I am doing without notice because, I didn't do a thing that was live and such, and I didn't do an event separately, but I'm going to do the first part, the January part of our Oils and Emotions series before it gets not January anymore. So it's like a mini class. Hey, Karen. It's like a mini class. So hopefully not going to be too terribly long, but I wanted to tell you, hop on and get some good information. So good afternoon, everybody. How are y'all doing? Make sure you drop a comment and let me know how you're doing, because I want to know. So I saw a lot of people, maybe you, on social media that were very happy to be rid of 2017. That could be because, I didn't care. I don't know. But I didn't care because I don't have cable TV. So, yeah, I'm glad you guys are here. But our family went through some, pretty awesome changes and some challenges that really strengthened us in 2017. And so I don't know what the mindset is that you have when you are watching this now or in the replay, but regardless, my prayer is that you are inspired and encouraged by what I'm about to say. I want you to leave different after viewing this, and my prayer is that you really start seeing how powerful your thoughts and attitudes are to your success, whether it's just life in general, to your success of being you, okay? So that's my prayer, is that you're ready to make changes for the better. So you ready? Good, keep watching. So I want to challenge you today with a different outlook, okay? Are you ready to be challenged today? Are you willing to see things a little bit differently? So maybe you're curious, maybe I've intrigued you. Okay, so maybe you're tired of sporting the same attitude that brought you down in 2017. That's so often the case. Our own thoughts and attitudes, you guys know this, being oily emotion people, our own thoughts and attitudes are a huge determination of how our life actually plays out that day. All right, you get to decide. You wake up each morning and you get to decide how you're going to act and how you're going to react. You get to decide how you're going to handle these big emotions, okay? You have power. I bet you didn't realize that you had power. Or a lot of times I'll hear people say, well, I can't help it, or, I can't control it. Well, you can't control that, but you can control you, and you can support you and be smart. And I just did a video somewhere else, and I'm like, think of it like your seatbelt, okay? You're going to put on your seatbelt, and it doesn't prevent an accident, but you'll be glad that you have on your seatbelt if you do have an accident, okay? So think of it that way. All right, so I want you to know that change is possible. You can change your outlook, even in the absence of actual circumstances changing. It's very possible to change your outlook, your mindset. Your outlook is just that. You're sitting in a position and you're making observations and judgments. You're looking out from where you sit. You're making observations based on the portion of the landscape that you see, okay? You can only see so much, right? So think of it a crow's nest or a lifeguard chair, okay? So they're looking out, they're making observations, they see stuff, they're scanning the horizon, okay? And they're saying, okay, steer the ship this way, steer the ship that way. Blow the whistle at the person who's nearing the danger. Okay, watch for sharks, because lifeguard, Florida, ocean, yeah. So, but the key to all of this is observations and judgments. They're sitting in a position, they're making observations and judgments. Is it safe? Is it dangerous? Okay, they're lookouts. They have an outlook from where they're viewing from, and you have an outlook too. Maybe from where you're sitting, where you're at doesn't bring you happiness. You're sitting there and you're like, my life sucks, okay? But that is your outlook, and you can change your outlook. It could seem like nothing can be different. Maybe you hate your job, or you hate your circumstances, or you hate fill in the blank, okay? And maybe you look out on the horizon and you see sharks and scary things that really threaten, you feel like it's threatening you, or people that you care about or trust, okay? Maybe you see, you see iceberg, iceberg, ahead, right? There's fog or there's these really big obstacles and you're like, I don't see how we're going to get around that. What do you do? So if I am the lifeguard and I'm looking out in that situation, I'm seeing the iceberg the ship is going to hit, if I'm in the crow's nest, then I'm going to act. I'm going to yell out for somebody to make a change to steer the course. Get out of the water. There are sharks. Okay. Steer the boat hard, port side. I don't know. I'm not a boat person. Okay. But I hear. So let me be the lifeguard looking out for you for a moment. The person in the crow's nest, seeing a bit ahead of where you can see right now. I've got something to tell you. Are you ready? It's time to change course. There are dangerous things ahead if you continue the negative course that you have set. If you came out of 2017 saying, thank God that is over, then I'm talking to you. If you came out of 2017 excited for a brand new start, and you're like, yeah, everything's awesome, then I'm talking to you too, okay? What I want to challenge you with is this. 2018 is going to be no different than 2017 if you don't make a change. You have to make the change. You have to want to live free. So let's walk through some steps that's going to get you moving in that direction, okay? So this talk is entitled Dreaming, Goal Setting, and Motivation, and those are in particular order, okay? So the first part of that process is dreaming. This is not the kind of dreaming you do while you are asleep. This is the kind of dreaming, your daydream. I don't have my coffee cup. Well, I have a coffee cup, who am I kidding? But it's not the coffee cup that says don't quit your daydream. I love it. Target, you should go get one. See, I don't make money when I tell you to go to Target. Target makes money. Love network marketing. But you should still go get that coffee cup. I really like it. So this is the kind of daydreaming that you do while you're sitting at your desk and you're miserable and you're thinking, I hate this. I hate my job. All right. Or the kind of dreaming that you're doing when you're car dancing, you're killing it to your favorite song. You're just killing the car dancing thing. That kind of dreaming. If things were different, if I was a rock star, I was on The Voice, I would be, fill in the blank kind of dreaming. So fill in the blank. That's my first challenge to you. If you have not written down your dreams for 2018, I'm not talking about resolutions. Resolutions are meant to be broken, okay? I'm talking about dreams, okay? Dreams are the seemingly impossible. Dreams are the crazy big things that you would do if there was no money and time and all of that was no object, okay? That's the seemingly insane, huge, enormous things that seem so completely out of reach. Those are dreams. Write them down. Dream board. Do it. So put them on your wall, put them on your bathroom mirror, make a dream board, drawings and pictures, and write out what your dreams are. Post it prominently. Why? Okay? Because otherwise there's literally no hope of achieving them. You know this if you are in any of the other Young Living groups. You're like, dream, okay? But you have to name those things that you wish for so that they can come into the realm of reality, all right? It's a brainstorming kind of thing. So there's no right or wrong answers. There's no judgments. It's your dream, and that's cool. So you might have seen like memes that say if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. It's true. It sounds really weird, but it's true. So put at least one thing on that paper that you would absolutely love to do that would bring you such great joy, but it seems utterly, completely impossible. Okay. And then this is where AFT comes into play. This is where AFT becomes so super valuable because it can help you break through the barriers that are keeping you from doing what you really want to be doing. It helps eliminate those negative voices and speak truth to them. So next, dreaming, goal setting, make a plan, okay? Maybe your dreams are related in some fashion. So for instance, one of our dreams is to buy a new house. Another one is to sell our current home for a specific amount of money so that we can buy a new house. Those things go together, okay? So when I'm looking at goal setting and making a plan, I'm going to group those things together and break them down into smaller kind of bite-sized achievable increments, okay? So what would it take to sell our current home for that specific amount of money? Well, we're fixing up some stuff, and so my goal setting becomes a battle plan. And so this is how I'm going to achieve these things. I'm going to connect the dots and do a little bit at a time. So organizing the chaos and clutter around your house. A lot of you are doing that now. January, you're like, declutter the world. Get rid of it. I'm doing the same thing. We just brought a bunch of crap into our house, and they're going to scrap out. Because it can only hold so much crap. So little by little, right? You're doing like check marks towards your goals. Little bit. So the goals that you set to achieve this goal setting, bite-sized, a little bit at a time, okay? And if something comes in the way, or shall I say when something comes in the way of that, you might have to adjust the timeline of the goal, but not the dream itself. So if our dream is to sell our house or to move into another house, we may adjust the timeline, because this was one of our goals. Like last year we were trying to, working on this, and did a little bit at a time, and then life, and a little bit at a time, life, okay? So you adjust the timeline, but not the goal, not the dream. And when you encounter roadblocks, what do you do? Do you just give up? Well, it depends. What do you usually do when you encounter an obstacle? If you give up, then you should probably change that habit. That's kind of lame. Giving up is like getting a flat tire and then slashing the other 3 tires so that they're all flat. No, you don't do that. You fix the flat, you make adjustments, you change the tire, okay? Or in this case, the goal, if you need to, and then you move on. So probably the most important part to this piece of it is accountability. So a spouse, a friend, a coach, a group, somebody that's looking out for you that can help you when you're down, to encourage you and say, hey, it's okay. Look, you tried. Look at all you did accomplish. You didn't get there, but look at all you did accomplish. Wow, look how far you've come from where you started. I'm so proud of you. You need people like that. If you don't have people like that, I highly recommend that you get some. And if you are like, I don't make friends, I don't know what to do, then you get yourself some Oola friends, and you just be nice to people, okay? You just love on them, and they're gonna love on you. They'll be okay. So, if someone was speaking truth and confidence into you, what would that do to you when you felt down and you're like, I did work really hard and I didn't get it this time, but I'm gonna get it next time. People believe in me. I believe in myself. That would be an incredible boost for you. That's extrinsic motivation. People are telling you, keep going at it. You can do it. It's okay. And the other part of the motivation, there's extrinsic motivation, which is other people telling you, you gotta do it. And then there's intrinsic motivation, and that comes from within you. Do you want it? Are you willing to do the work and make the change? Because I can't intrinsically motivate you. Nobody can. Only you can do that. So friends, this is another huge reason why Aroma Freedom Technique is so very powerful. If you lack the motivation to do the things that you wish that you could do, then AFT could be a means of breaking through that, breaking through those emotional barriers so that you can get what it's designed to do is to get your energy flowing in a positive direction, okay? It's you speaking truth to yourself, and it works. It's so cool. You guys have heard me talk about AFT before, but that's what AFT is. It's intended for you to speak truth to yourself out of your own mental scrapbook of experiences. You are the experiencer, and it works like nothing else. So this is my challenge to you. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is that you need to do, you do it, okay? Get that. If the only way you can get that motivation, intrinsic motivation, is by clearing out the crap, then clear out the crap, And if you need help clearing out the mental crap that's keeping you from doing the thing, then feel free to reach out personally, and I would love to guide you through the Aroma Freedom Technique process. If you want to find out more about it, there's tons in this group. You can go to my website, simplifywellness.info, and you can find out more about AFT sessions and prices and scheduling and da-da-da-da. So, that's what I have to say about those things. Dreaming, goal setting, motivation. Ultimately, it's up to you. You got to do the thing. It has to be worth it enough for you to take the step to do the thing. And I love y'all. That's why I have this group. That's why I do these things, because I love you, and I want to see you do amazing things, okay? So whatever the thing is, do it, all right? Have an amazing year ahead. I know you're going to. 2018 is going to be rockstar awesome. If you're going to be in Texas, make sure that you stop by and see me, please. I want to see your face and connect a face and a name and give you a hug, because that's kind of what I do. So I would love that. Thank y'all for tuning in and hanging out. The video will not share. So if you want to share it with people, then you ask them if they want to be in our Oil That Emotion group, and you add them and then you tag them. So love y'all. Have a fabulous evening. Bye.